Hello everyone, this is Ajanta ma'am. To continue with the videos on the Tempest, Act 3, the banquet scene. This is the third video that I am making. Now, what is happening in Act 3? While the king and his attendants are trying to navigate through the island, suddenly a banquet appears before them. They are initially wary, not interested. But Gonzalo, the king's advisor, argues that they should take advantage of what has appeared in front of them, and because they are very hungry and extremely tired, they should fulfill their appetites. As they approach the banquet table, the food vanishes and suddenly there is a lot of thunder and music, and suddenly Ariel lands on the table as an harpy. He has transformed himself into a harpy, and he pronounces doom upon all those men, the sinners, three amongst the group, that is Alonso, Sebastian and Antonio, three of them. Alonso, Sebastian and Antonio. Doom upon them for the betrayal of Prospero. In his speech he says, "But remember, for that's my business to you, that you three from Milan did supplant good Prospero, exposed unto the sea, which hath requited him and his innocent child." He's referring to Miranda, who was only 3 at that point. "For which foul deed the powers, delaying, not forgetting, have incensed the seas and shores, yea, all the creatures, against your peace." Ariel reveals to the 3 sinners, Alonso, Sebastian and Antonio, that their misfortunes that they are facing on this island, which is devoid of any inhabitants, and they are going around in circles, are the direct result of their actions. These misfortunes are the direct result of their actions. They have been stripped of their power and they are trapped on this island. Gonzalo is spared. Why? He is spared because of his kindness to Prospero and Miranda. If you remember, he was the one to bring Prospero's books, food and some few other things, essentials, when they were left on the boat to die mid-sea. other king's party, all of them are driven mad. Prospero only lifts the spell or the charm upon them when he believes that they have learnt their lesson. Therefore, you can say that the banquet scene, Act 3, Scene 3, symbolizes the recurring theme in the play, that is false appearances. Many of the characters, like Sebastian and Antonio, pretend to be loyal, but in reality, they are also power hungry and they are treacherous. They have plotted to kill Alonso and they are still trying. Caliban, on the other hand, he is the one who mistakes the king's servants, Trinculo and Stefano, as servants of these servants as gods. He mistakes the two of the king's servants for gods, only to learn later that they are fools, and he was a fool to believe in them. Therefore, the banquet scene reminds the audience and characters not to put faith in appearances. Appearances can be deceptive. Another thing that the banquet scene points out is that of greed. The men are so enticed by the banquet that they act against their judgment and approach. They are not thinking properly. Their senses are all muddled. Prospero, who was betrayed by his brother Antonio and helped by King Alonso, goes through the same kind of thing. Now they are forced to pay for the greed, just as they pay for trying to eat from the banquet table. The whole banquet vanishes. They are greedy people. Therefore, the banquet symbolizes their greed. Ariel makes the banquet disappear only to point out to them what sins they have committed, only to make them realize they are here for a reason. Although the men draw swords, they are frozen in place by magic and unable to lift their arms. Therefore, these men are reminded of their injustices that they have done earlier. Thank you for watching my videos.